Welcome to our channel. Today we bring you an important update from Nigeria. President Tinubu has declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, effective March 18, 2025. This comes after a prolonged political crisis that has severely impacted governance in the state. According to President Tinubu's nationwide broadcast, the declaration suspends Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and all elected assembly members for 6 months. The president expressed concern over the political crisis in Rivers State, which has led to instability and severely impacted governance.
In these circumstances, having soberly reflected on and evaluated the political situation in Rivers State, and the governor and deputy governor of Rivers State having failed to make a request to me as president to issue this proclamation as required by Section 305, Paragraph 5 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it has become inevitably compelling for me to invoke the provision of the Section 305 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today, 18th March, year 2025, and I so do. By this declaration, the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Odu, and all elected members of the House of Assembly State are hereby suspended for an initial period of 6 months. In the meantime, I hereby nominate Vice Admiral Eboket Ibas, retired, as administrator to take charge of the affairs of the state and the interests of the good people of Rivers State. For the avoidance of doubt, this declaration does not affect the judicial arm of Rivers State, which shall continue to function in accordance with their constitutional mandate. The administrator will not make any new laws. He will, however, be free to formulate regulations and may be found necessary to do his job, but such regulations will need to be considered and approved by the Federal Executive Council and promoted by the President for the state. This declaration has been published in the Federal Gazette, a copy of which has been forwarded to the National Assembly in accordance with the Constitution. It is my fervent hope that this inevitable intervention will help to restore peace and order in Rivers State by awakening all the contenders to the constitutional imperatives, binding on all political players in the Rivers State in particular and Nigeria as a whole. Long live.
Experts are now weighing in on the issue, analyzing the constitutional implications of the president's actions. While some argue that the president has overstepped his bounds, others believe that the suspension is a necessary measure to address the crisis in Rivers State. The declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State, based on Section 305 of the Nigerian Constitution, has raised eyebrows. This section grants the president the power to declare a state of emergency in any part of the country. However, the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara has sparked debate about its constitutionality.
Give us an understanding. The provision of Section 305, I did say historically speaking, it's been a while now since the government of Goodluck Jonathan. That was the last time that we saw a declaration of state of emergency in any part of the country. 3 states, we saw the declaration of state of emergency due to security situation. But the president has also alluded that the political tension is leading to security situation in Rivers State, leading him to declare a state of emergency. Legally speaking, was the president right?
Yeah, first and foremost, thank you for the opportunity. And then let's quickly cast our mind back when the president was in opposition. I agree that once there are challenges, the president has the power by virtue of Section 305. And if you also look at Section 11 of the Constitution, the National Assembly can make, laws for public order and public security for any state. But when the president was in opposition, when the state of emergency was declared, and you talked about what declared, let us cast our mind back to the position of the APC there, ACN, their position was that when a state of emergency is declared, that the president has no power to remove a sitting governor from office, that there is nothing in the constitution that requires the sitting governor to vacate his office. Yes, a state of emergency can be declared for the federal government to take charge of security situations, and then movement in certain cases are restricted. But there is nothing in the constitution that says that a sitting governor or the sitting House of Assembly can be sacked. If you look at Section 11, let's start from Section 11. It says the National Assembly may make law for the Federation, any part thereof, with respect to the maintenance and securing of public safety. But specifically, subsection 4 of Section 11 says anytime when the it says anytime when any House of Assembly of a state is unable to perform its function by reason of the situation prevailing in that state, the National Assembly may make such law for the peace, order, and good governance of the state with respect to matters in which a state House of Assembly may make law as may appear to the National Assembly to be necessary or expedient within such time as the House of Assembly is able to resume its function. That's where I want to start us from. If you look at that section, can we say after the Supreme Court judgment that the State House of Assembly has not been able to make law for the state? The answer is no. The House of Assembly had issued a directive, for certain persons to appear before them, had even requested the governor to present budget before him, and the governor also had applied to present budget before the State House of Assembly. That's on one side. Then if you now go to the section relied on by the president, which is Section 309 in this instance, very copiously, it gives the president the power to declare a state of emergency in a situation where the governor has refused or failed to call on the president to...
As we look to the future, the focus will be on how the government manages this state of emergency. The actions taken in the coming weeks will set the tone for the relationship between the federal government and the people of River State. It will be important to ensure that the military's presence is temporary and that a roadmap for returning to civilian governance is established. The situation in River State is a significant event that requires our attention. We encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters in these discussions. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel for more updates. Stay informed and engaged.